Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Hitman Bingo 2 Grand Final. We have a rematch between In4Fun and Phanium. I am joined by Cab and Joker.
Hello.
Hello. This is going to be exciting. We got some good maps. We got Bangkok, Mendoza, and New York guaranteed. And then we could go to Colorado, Hokkaido, and Dubai. Hopefully we do go to those because I enjoy a longer match, seeing more maps. It's always more fun.
Yeah, indeed. And also, I do think the final three maps of Colorado, Hokkaido, and Dubai are definitely, in my opinion, better, more entertaining than Bangkok, Mendoza, and New York.
Colorado is definitely an interesting one.
Oh, it's so fun. I enjoy playing Colorado.
Yeah, I was just saying a minute ago, Bangkok, one of my least favourite maps, but I actually quite enjoyed it for bingo. I think it's just such a different thing to like roulette and speedrunning, so it's throws up some interesting stuff. But yeah. Let's have a quick rundown of how our players got here. Phanium came through the winners bracket via Linux Penguin, Pidgearro, Mika, and then was knocked down to the lower bracket by In4Fun, and then beat Joker in the LB final, and that will be the last we mention of that. And In4Fun, let me check, went through Matty Spice, TK47, Yoshi, Phanium, and is now in the grand final. So, rematch of the winners bracket final, which In4Fun won 4-2. And we will be seeing Dubai and New York, which are actually two of the maps that were picked in that one. So, or we could be seeing Dubai. Yeah, both had not easy runs to the final. No. It's been a fun tournament all the way through. What are you guys hoping to see on Bangkok? Any particular tiles?
To be honest, is like that Mendoza. To be honest, I actually have not played. Just I'm just banking on not playing them. And finally, Mendoza is the one map that we have not seen played at all.
Oh really?
It hasn't even come out. It hasn't even come out as an RNG map.
Oh wow!
It's not been picked or an RNG pick. So this is the first time we've seen Mendoza in. Yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining about that.
This will be very interesting. I'm
happy that it hasn't showed up. But,
I know we only saw Dubai for the first time the other day, which was quite fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a different thing to I say to like roulette and speedrunning. It requires so much map knowledge. That's the first thing I noticed when I started playing it. I was like, I really don't know as much about any of these maps as I thought I did. Like, you learn so much. And just even looking at the tiles and realising there's a bunch of tiles on there and you're thinking, didn't even know that was on this map. So, it's, yeah, makes for some very interesting times. I think Bangkok, we'll probably see Sweet start and an early Jordan, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Unless there's a specific tile that could maybe lead into, I don't know, like propaning him or something, or even chef. I think in my match I had become a chef, poison the cake, so it kind of just led into doing that. So there is options, but getting Jordan early is crucial on Bangkok, really.
Yeah, and then you just rely on that Shandy kill for Ken, which, interesting enough, Phanium played Bangkok in his first game in this tournament. He ripped 2 or 3 times to get an NCK on the Ken kill.
Yeah,
which be interesting to see if that's a pick from In4Fun in that regard, and if Phanium has dealt with it. Because he managed to do it in the end. He did win that Bangkok after like 3 NTKs on Otis.
It's going to be playing on his mind though, isn't it, in a grand final? You don't want to be missing that, especially against someone like In4Fun, so...
Oh, fellas, we're about to start in 15 seconds.
So we're going to rotate casters, so it'll be me and Cab starting off, then Joker will jump in, and then those two guys will do the next map, and we'll just rotate around. So, yeah, we'll see you after this map, Joker.
Right.
And here we go.
Okay.
The board has been revealed.
Yeah, anything stands out to you straight away?
Honestly, collect the 4 coconuts. Definitely something that stands out to me, just because of how high a number that is. Like, that's the truth.
Yeah, I mean, we are in non-lockouts, obviously it's 2 lines here, not whereas lockout is just 10 tiles. This is 2 lines, so they've got to quickly look at which lines they think are going to be optimal. Yeah, I'm not an expert on Bangkok by any means.
Well, I mean, I'm not an expert in general.
If anyone in chat wants to point out some lines, please do. Please help us out. And I'm just going to give the admin page a refresh, because apparently we have the... on my end, it looks completely fine, but on the actual screen, it doesn't appear, apparently. It looks a bit funny, so hopefully that's fixed it. So, yeah, we can see both of them doing exactly as I said, trying to get the early Jordan ISO. Phanium hasn't got it. In4Fun on his way up now. I think Phanium... Oh, is he just going to opt for a restart? He's caused a lot of panic.
Yeah, and there it got speeded.
Red gun, yeah.
Unfortunate.
I think at that point you kind of got to weigh up the options of for the minute that you might end up running around trying to grab him. Is it worth just restarting?
Yeah.
I say Jordan is kind of the key to this run in some ways. He's such a tough target to get outside of this original isolation, unless you go through the route of dressing up as like a band member and taking a propane, or the exterminator, or doing the chef lure. There's lots of ways to get him, but none of them are as optimal as this.
Definitely, yeah.
In4Fun is opting to get a new disguise. Is become a... Is that on there? Am I missing that?
I don't think you are, no.
I feel like, I mean, you've got Collector Master Keycard. That's always a good one to have. Repair the Tuk-Tuk engine could be good for an exit. Actually, or column 4. I'm getting my columns and rows mixed up. I don't actually know where the guest list is, though.
Well, I mean, if you mean the... Yeah, right, because I think that's in the basement, or possibly in the hotel director's room? One of those two, or both of them could just be straight up wrong. There's In4Fun playing the guitar.
Got a crime notice from a long way away.
That's unfortunate.
Didn't quite see what that was, but he was on the opposite side of the recording studio there. In4Fun, yeah, meanwhile, play the guitar, increase the voltage and regulars. He's obviously going for column 1.
Understandably so,
Phanium's internet has died on its arse, like it regularly does. There we go, it's all back up again. We're all good, Don't panic. Could even be my internet, who knows.
Honestly, I've had trouble watching both players stream, so I'm a bit worried that my internet's a bit wonky tonight. Bless you.
Loss for the internet. In4Fun's missed the Ken, so we're talking about the Ken chandelier drop. He's missed that first cycle. Obviously, that can be done on any of his cycles, effectively.
Wait, so that would be the 320 mark then? Or...
I think it's a lot earlier than that, as far as I'm aware.
Oh, okay.
But maybe I'm wrong about that. Again, Bangkok is one of my least favourite maps in general, so I tend to not spend a lot of time on it, in all fairness.
I genuinely just asked because I don't know the timing for sure myself.
It's part of the speed run, or one of the speed runs, so I think it's a lot earlier. I think it's around the 1 minute or so mark. But he does walk backwards and forwards. He walks in a loop quite often. Okay,
yeah,
so
all
we've
right.
interacted with a sound system there, so we might be going for column 1, row 2 on In4Fun's side. Phanium has had another restart, hasn't got a tile yet, but will be now. He's going to run into an enforce. That's a restart again on Phanium's
Phanium!
side.
No!
Okay, no, In4Fun has good timing to get Ken as he's walking away. No NTK, so both targets down. So he can now just focus on the board.
Perfect. Yeah, that was an excellent kill there by In4Fun. And I did say the collect 4 coconuts tile earlier as a bit of a, well, honestly, as a bit of a meme, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I
It
can
was-
see here. Obviously, you've got become an exterminator, examine the schedule, turn off a fumigation unit, all in this little area. Then you've got ignite a gasoline drum, which is obviously outside, and you've got become a waiter, which is free in the basement. So they're all kind of, they're not massively far away from each other now. These tiles.
And you know, that is a fair point. Admittedly, that is a very fair point.
This is the bit I always struggle with. Is I admire anybody who can look at the board that quickly and come up with their 2 lines. Because for me, it took several minutes for me to decide on which lines I was going for.
Same here. Same here. Let's see.
There's
Pistol
the
shot from
gasoline drum.
In4Fun here.
Yes. Did that go up in flames?
No, that was the bike, wasn't it? I don't
No,
see
he
any
did
flames.
shoot a barrel, but I didn't see it go up in flames. That would be one.
Yeah, me neither. And now it's going to be a bit hard to ignite that now that the NPC has gone to investigate it. So In4Fun will be on their way and
Decided
down
to
in the
come back a bit
basement.
later. He can get the waiter disguise now.
Yeah, I think
which will give him
that's
free
what.
roam of this area as well.
Yeah, I think that might be what
Just
they
waiting-
were
yeah,
planning
just
to
waiting
go
for the guards
for.
to turn
Yeah.
around and go, yeah. And there is a wrench in this little. Okay, I was gonna say there is a wrench in that little bathroom if he hasn't already got one for if he wanted to do the tuk-tuk exit.
Of course. Otherwise, they do have 2 hammers that they could maybe use to repair the engine.
Yeah, that gasoline barrel hasn't gone up. Interestingly.
It has not.
Maybe
Oh, hey,
there's-
look.
Okay, so it looks like there must be. Oh no, there we go. I was gonna say maybe there's some weird activity with this one where it doesn't go off by shooting it. Wouldn't be the first time that an object had some strange properties in this game.
Some say strange properties is
And
the
look at
middle
this,
name
perfect time.
of. Ooh, yeah, look at that.
Perfect timing for the exterminator. Phanium, oof, risking that whoosh again. He knows he's got some catching up to do though, so he knows he's got to play a little bit risky.
Yeah, that's gonna be good for the heart. Gonna be good for the hearts of all of us.
Okay, In4Fun with the schedule has his 2 lines. Probably just going to go main exit now, I imagine, to be completely safe.
Yeah, holy heck, that was really fast. At
Yeah, I
least
say
in
all
my
of those,
opinion.
all of those were all in a tight little area. Oh, and Phanium's been spotted again, and yeah, that is going to be map
No,
1.
Again? Oh, dang.
Yeah, that is going to be map 1 done. In4Fun will take it to go 2-0 up. That was In4Fun's pick, so he's got his own pick, and we will next be going to Mendoza, which is Phanium's pick, and that will be Lockout. Lockout slightly more favourable for me. I prefer. I feel like Lockout is a lot more fun in some ways.
Oh, really?
A lot more tactical. Watching people try to work out which squares they need to take quickly, or trying to go for some of the more obscure squares to try and lock them out from the opponent. So it is quite an interesting one.
All right. Well, I'll wish you and Jokerj well on Mendoza.
Yes, we will see
And,
you again soon.
Yeah, see you around. Bye-bye.
What did you think of that then, Joker?
It was great from In4Fun,
Yeah.
Quick. Like around 7.5 minutes in game time. So what you want to see, and to win your own map at the start, like it's a good momentum going forward, especially like with New York coming off a map that like In4Fun knows beat Phanium on in the winner trophy final. He'll be very confident for sure. And even then, Mendoza we saw with Bangkok, things can go wrong. Even the simplest things of like the setup to Tamara kill, she can literally just get glitched and just refuse to drink, refuse to get set, and she'll just stand there. She'll just stand there, and you can't do anything about it. You have to lock her down or do something.
Yeah, you got to come up with something on the
So
fly, haven't you?
part of me wants that to happen so we can see the improv, but like at the same time, I don't want to see it because like then it's like
one thing I've loved in Bingo is watching people do mission stories. I
oh,
just
it's
think it's so
fantastic.
much fun to just watch people do the mission stories to get the kills and such. It's
I
something you
do
never
think
see
Mendoza.
outside of competitions like this.
I think with Mendoza, the mission stories arguably a bit too slow. Would you say the
Yeah, I
mission
think
stories on
you're.
Mendoza they are quite long?
Yeah, I think there's certain maps where mission stories probably like Bangkok. You know, you're not probably not going to go for one of the mission stories. Maybe the cake poison, but that's kind of situational on what tiles you get. But you've also got the option here of, well, same with any map. Do you go straight for the targets, or do you go for trying to get some tiles out of the way, maybe some easy tiles on a different part of the map? It's lockouts very tactical.
I think with a lockout on those, you're gonna want to get done first for this trying start. I think that's mainly it, and then it is doing the tiles, getting away with disguise, and setting up the Tamaraki. Of course, that's proxy triggered. You know, that's as soon as you put that bottle of Pinot Noir is on that she drinks.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah, as soon
That's
as you
when she
blend in
actually
as the
gets
waiter,
out.
she's on a hook then.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. And then hopefully you either leave and get to the next, and she dies herself, or she doesn't drink, and you have to go back and serve her, or she doesn't drink, you have to go back and serve her, but you can't serve her. So I mean, look, yeah, there's the three options here.
yeah,
So
hopefully we don't
interesting
get any
workout.
glitches, but like you say, it would
No,
be interesting to watch people do some improv. So yeah, I will use your expert guidance on tiles here, see if any pop out to you straight away.
I'm racking my memory here, just trying to think of what's on Mendoza again.
I'm sure Turn on the Stove will be one of them. I know that's a favourite
Oh,
for a lot of
that's
people.
yeah, that is. Fire alarm as well. Come on, turn on the fire alarm. Them too. Ever since they got added in, we've seen like every other board. It's fantastic. It's, again, that turn on the stove. Sometimes it's illegal. Sometimes it isn't. It's just like being careful as our board will arrive here. I'm gonna have my eyes out for what's viable here.
So do you think we're going to see a double shrine start here?
Yeah, probably. I think it's the best start. Look, straight away, you got drop the two chandeliers, faucets,
Collect the calendars right there. That could be a
pill
quick
jar,
one for either of them to
stove.
get. That's just on the
Yeah.
wall, isn't it, by Don? So collect the calendar could be a race to see who grabs that first.
Pill
Assuming
jar,
they both know
of
where it
course,
is.
in the bathroom. The pill jar is in that
yeah.
bathroom. Chandeliers.
Now, buy a can of soda. Where do you buy a can of soda from?
Where the wetsuit is, if I remember rightly.
Okay.
There is a vending machine
go.
there.
Yeah,
Is that the right area?
Two chandeliers
worst
in this room with him, isn't there? So, or one in the bathroom, one that you could use to kill him with if you so desire.
Exactly, indeed.
So this could be a quick race for a couple of tiles here.
Yeah, but Phanium is in here first, so you know we've got to favour him. Gaz, get that calendar.
Yep, Phanium instantly mark the calendar. And he's going to mark the double chandelier and the pill jar as well.
I mean, I really like this board because like you have your spread out things. Like you've got, I mean, of course, pacify with some of the fire poker is also something doable in the villa. But you've got the boat key, gaucho, and fire the sea, a 300 tactical sniper, all in that one area. You got the toolbox, the icicle, all in that one area.
Yeah.
You can put the ice machine and the security key card. You know, all things in and around an area, blending as a waiter as well. The umbrella, of course, something in the video as well. That terminal trigger sign on the terminal could be used if there was like a
just at the bottom of the stairs, isn't it? By the door.
Yeah, exactly. So you could just knock out one of the mercenaries here and go grab that if you so decide. Shane is working on now. In4Fun dragging Don here. Doesn't trust this game to leave him upstairs, and I do not blame him for that.
Interesting now to see which direction they go because In4Fun's got a bit of catching up to do.
Exactly. I think Phanium's for fire poker.
Yeah, so it's a case of whether In4Fun will maybe try to think which way is Phanium going and try to go the opposite way. I mean, he could pacify one of these and one with the umbrella as well. He's got 5 tiles pretty much straight off the bat.
Exactly, the stove in here as well. He's gonna do the stove. Hopefully this is not distracting. Oh, the frying pan. Oh my god, this is all going well for Phanium here.
I didn't even see that one.
The frying pan.
Wow, crikey.
Stove, of course. Fame's got a huge lead here, but of course, all it takes is a bit of a long tomorrow kill, and everyone's back in it. Of
Oh
course,
no, and I
it's
think In4Fun just picked up the frying pan, realised that one's gone. And obviously the stove at the same time.
yeah, I think I see him venture
Yeah,
towards the
Phanium
Gaucho.
6 tiles down already. We're only 2 minutes into the run. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, if I to work on these garden things now, you got the forces. Sure, there's 2 shears in and around this area, radios galore as well. Famir's gonna get that weight disguise here. He's gonna drag him here, which is always controversial with Tamara coming in and perhaps seeing the body, but he will turn the ice machine here on the second attempt. Has that Pinot Noir bottle, of course, so we'll go and set up the Tamara
Now, he
kill.
could even go and trigger
He
something on the
needs
terminal when would only take him a few seconds from where he is there, but has opted to.
QR codes in and around the
Oh, yeah,
Asado
QR
area as
codes,
well.
yeah.
I mean, Fame, it's interesting not swapping into that weight disguise yet, though, is what I'm interested about. We'll go back and do that now, I would imagine, if he's going to want the poison tomorrow. That's what he will do in fun. Gets his first towel, which is the
Yeah,
pacifier
changing
with the umbrella.
Still has one more QR to. So the question is now, will In4Fun kind of branch off a different way to try and nab some quick tiles?
Well, the thing is, he's got a propane here for tomorrow, which could be huge, but the issue is, where can you kill her? With the propane in a heavily populated map full of fake
Yeah.
NPCs where the slightest of touches of a propane will kill them, So you just have to be careful with Phanium. Does get that blend into the waiter, poisoning the ball, and you can't leave now. This is where we guess the RNG. What will happen for Phanium here if Fun makes his way down into the security area here to get the key card and the terminal.
Yeah,
Can
keycard
he reach the key
terminal.
card?
Of course, you've got a couple that are kind of things like the boat key and the gaucho. You're just not even going to attempt, are you? So you've got a couple that are kind of out straight away.
I think the gaucho ain't that bad. If you go towards
Actually,
the
you've got the
icicle
one.
and
Yeah,
the
true.
toolbox, you have them.
Well,
have
you've
him
actually
as
got
an
the one
option.
down, just down below this room, actually, as well, haven't you?
Yeah,
Think about it, the kind of stray
In4Fun
gaucho there.
gets the key card. Phanium coming down the stairs. So who's gonna get the terminal? In4Fun goes back. No, he misses the terminal. Phanium also going towards the gaucho here. Wow, both opt-in Jot. We don't like the terminal. We hate it. Identical in-game time as well. This is fantastic. Race for the
Yeah,
gaucho
opting
here.
not to take some of them. Like, they've both.
Put the toolbox down here. Phanium's going to nab that from In4Fun. Is he going to go to the tar?
No, I think In4Fun just got the toolbox. Yeah, In4Fun just got the toolbox there. Neither of them opting for the gaucho, which is interesting. Looking like they're possibly both going for the icicle now, or maybe Chris was saying that the vending machine is potentially down here.
Oh yes.
There it is. Yep, there it is. In4Fun's not gone for it. Did he not see it?
Not spotted it. I think that's what he's looking for. If he hasn't seen it, that's really unfortunate. Phanium's gonna not go towards it. Going back on each other here. I mean, if it's a right tomorrow to die very shortly.
Phanium has the 10 tiles, just has to wait for tomorrow now. Hope that nothing goes wrong with that.
Well, the In4Fun's going to need to come back in a half here, really. It's just
Phanium,
really interesting.
Absolutely flying on this Mendoza.
Now this is where we hope for In4Fun's sake that tomorrow doesn't die. And what?
She looks to be standing there waiting.
So Diana drinks first, though, which is the thing to note. Then tomorrow's like, I'm not drinking. This is Pinot Noir. Oh, it is Pinot Noir. Let me drink. In4Fun will break the pump there. Distractions to.
In4Fun still carrying this propane.
Can we just say how sick of a don kill that would be if someone does that? I think you can make like the main start viable if you go for this tile and just put a car back.
Like she just drank. Are we going to see her fall over? I can imagine Phanium is probably gritting his teeth right now, hoping. There we go. We see the pip. She's gone, and that is going to be a 2-2 once the exit finally opens.
Yeah, well, it just makes Mendoza even better in that 12-second waiting at the exit. I mean, like, if you love Mendoza, that's another reason to love this standing there at the exit for 12 seconds. Makes loud kills beautiful, doesn't it?
Okay,
But yeah, I
In4Fun
mean,
finally found the vending machine, but he will get a notification very shortly.
the realization's kicked in. So it's 2-2, both taking their own map picks, but going into the RNG maps, it's kind of interesting. Like on New York, you would favour In4Fun because of course, like he is New York, no, and then Phanium, Colorado, you can nearly associate him with that, and
But
it's
again,
easy to
bingo
be
is
one
a
favourite on
bingo
that.
is a whole different beast, isn't it? So it's going to be very interesting. I'm excited to see New York. I don't think I've actually seen a New York yet, so I'm very excited to see
Yeah,
that.
is one of the two maps In4Fun beat Phanium on in that winners bracket final. So In4Fun will be hoping that
It's going to be a
this
battle
gets
for
repeated here.
revenge then. Right, well, I will allow Cab to come back in, and you guys can have all the fun of New York. So, yeah. Is Cab about? Is he there?
Yeah, I'm here.
There he is.
Hello.
There he is. Right, I'll leave you guys to discuss New York, and I will see you afterwards.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's
Thank
gonna
you.
be it's gonna be good. Of course, In4Fun's pick against Phanium in that game where In4Fun did end up winning 4-2 after Phanium won Dubai. But I mean, yeah, as I said before, In4Fun is like he is New York. So it'd be a steep hill to climb here for Phanium, trying to get the first lead he's had. Is showcasing his strat off here. Yes, the nerd has created strats. Tell me about it.
Ooh, nice.
I think it does involve the vodka bottle of some form and grabbing a lethal poison. Of course, makes that Athena kill a lot easier instead of trying to like knock out every guard in the room and killing Athena and blah blah blah. There's another interesting part about New York. Do you go for the vault, the data vault core, or the data disc? Because then, especially in my lockout, I'm favouring the vault. Yes, you can get the key cards in a easier way. Of course, you have tranks and that, but I mean, there are lots of tiles that are in the vault. There's a briefcase near the vault. Just slot it in there and bam, you're sorted. Um, so yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting to see if Phanium will go for what and what In4Fun will go for. Um, I can't wait personally. I love the little maps. I'm more of a Dartmoor type of guy, but I'm not complaining with New York because
I mean, like, I'll be honest here. Out of all the small maps, New York is definitely my favorite. No offense to Dartmoor, of course.
crying in my room now. Can we just say? I don't know if I will recover from that statement, but yeah, I mean, look, it's gonna be fantastic nevertheless. As we do see the time kind of tick under 1 minute, around the 45-second mark here, as the players wait for their spinning fun, waiting patiently. Likewise with Phanium, who's interesting enough not playing around at the moment. We typically see him moving around before the maps, but I mean, yeah, New York I'm gonna try and remember what's in the vault and what isn't. There are some things in New York, because I've gone through the tile, I'm like, that's on New York? Really? There's a toy tank in New York? What? And all that. So yeah, definitely gonna be an interesting one here. As
Wait,
the
is
time
it is the toy tank in one of like the deposit
we
boxes
see,
or
yes, in one of
what?
the deposit boxes. It's in one.
Right.
That lockpick will be needed to get put to good use, as our board will come through now, as we do see some lovely ones there. Look, collector lethal poison pill jar. We just saw Fame do that, but I mean, look, if we see here,
Yeah, no,
I'm favouring the vote.
Phanium going that way where he did in like the practice run we just saw, with In4Fun going in the direct opposite direction here.
Yeah, but it's very interesting indeed because like the poison, there's a vodka glass. Of course, you got to take that up with you. That's what Fame does to kill. That partners nicely with the top right tile of collector lethal poison pill jar. If you go down to the bottom right as well, you can see him out in a briefcase. I would imagine Fame would do that. There is a briefcase in here, and that's what we do. See him do here. In going straight down into the basement here that you've got collect an IT note, state someone with the Karma, collect the Vault key card, the folding knife, a hobby knife as well. There's lots down here, and I think that will benefit In4Fun here as well. I do think
Absolutely.
I 100% agree with that. It will be interesting that poison kill as well. Phanium, if he can now that data disc where and when and whatever. But I mean, yeah, it's definitely a spread out map, and that's what we're going to see here. 100%. the Vault keycard. Panthers, Phanium does grab the Poggle. Does claim it here. In fun, yeah, the guns, but of course the rule was changed, as he will do the distraction here to get one of the guards through, so he can get through to the vault, which is what he's going to opt for here, I would imagine.
There we go. That's a soda can to the guard's face on In4Fun's end.
It's fantastic. I mean, that is my preferred method of knocking someone out. It's just lobbing a soda can at the back of their head here. I would hope he goes for a briefcase to put in. The Decor, if he goes for it, as Phanium does pick up that pill jar. In fun, opening up the vault area here, in and around the area. He's going to go, I would imagine, for the chloroform flask, to knock out all that area. And Phanium with the current lead, but I can see that change very shortly, depending on what is down here and available for.
I mean, it definitely depends, of course, because for me personally, it's very hard to really see who is technically in the lead. Because yes,
100%,
Phanium,
yeah.
like Phanium's definitely on like a good path here to get like a kill on Athena, while In4Fun's on a good path to actually get the vault computer briefcase thing done. And like cameras deleted as well, that's a big plus.
We can look at as well the tiles, but the thing is they're in two completely different spots. In4Fun's gonna get some tiles done very quickly down here. Phanium's gonna get the ones upstairs, so it's gonna be that jewel in the middle for them tiles. And unfortunately, with him in New York, there's not many hard tiles. I say, Phanium does pick up a violin, but there is also a violin down the vaults here. Phanium, In4Fun, even I'm in an iron with the fire alarm.
Yeah, I did see that as well.
I would hope so. I would hope he would go for it, because Phanium, of course, with Athena dead suit, could opt for it. Going downstairs now would suggest that he's not going to go with the discs, and therefore the data core, but even picking up the hobby knife there would indicate to Phanium there, who does get that second package, that he will go. That he's currently in the vault, as he does eject the data core and pick it up.
There we go. Yeah. Could have Phanium gotten the CEO exit key card, that one tile, or would that have been too risky?
Just depending on where Athena was. If she was in that the meeting room, of course, if she's in a private office, it's trespassing as a guard. Don't want to be going in there.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Obviously,
if she wasn't, it could just be that awareness thing again. We do see In4Fun put the data core in the briefcase and go upstairs. So you have to pick up the litter. Currently, 4 to 7 on the tiles. Yeah, we are. So I mean, give me that jewel in the middle here. Fame has that violin. In4Fun not picking up the one in the vault. And not going for the other little ones he could do, as Phanium does get another tile hit, the Haven pamphlets. In4Fun gets the apricots, but the money counter as well. Phanium only one tile away, but of course still needs that data core, as it will venture downstairs here.
In4Fun, screwdriver in hand.
Gonna need another one, of course. But he's gonna have the ability to just like relax and go for whatever tiles he wants. Soon, of course, not trying to lock out Phanium, who will be like one tile away, and then bam, he can't do it.
Yeah, exactly. Phanium is one tile away right now.
Exactly, and he does sedate this area now. He has a violin here, and he will do a distraction for one of these guards here. Of course, I'm guessing he will go for that. This exit here, the guys. In4Fun loss of wish there. The bank teller investigates the photocopier, but he gets out just in time. As Phanium will pacify someone with the police baton, pulls out the violin. So that is his 10th tile. Just needs to go and grab the data disc, the data core even.
Indeed.
Pull it out. In4Fun needs 4 tiles and a kill on Athena. Phanium even just needs that core, as he will grab the vault key card. Opens up the vault core. Still needs the key to the exit, which I assume he will get very shortly, as In4Fun makes his way upstairs here. It does seem like Phanium's judgment of going upstairs to the Athena kill first will pay off, but we can never count on someone. Of course, it is a game where you can always rip no matter what you're doing, but I think Phanium now, there's no NPCs left. He's knocked out the 2 in the garage. He can very safely take this data core to the exit here, and it would be funny if he just runs into the lasers.
No,
but he,
no, they won't. No, they won't.
but no, he's aware of that and will just keycard his way through, ejecting data core. Phanium en route to complete New Yorker, and we'll take the lead for the first time, going to our fourth map, the match point for Phanium. Of course, that will be non-lockouts, as Phanium does get the exit. Takes
Yeah,
New York.
I mean, well played. Like, god dang, well played.
Yeah, and fun. Only 3 tiles got away there from taking them up, but at the end of the day, it was Phanium coming through. Does take the lead on match point going to Colorado. Not perhaps favoured on, but we saw in fun, arguably the favourite on New York, has lost out on it. So, you know, that Hokkaido decider, the map 5, it wouldn't be a decider really. The buy is the on the decider, but that would result in a draw, would have to result in a draw to be played. Would definitely be interesting to see the outcome of, nevertheless. As I will me myself and let Cree back in for.
Indeed.
See you around, Joker, and welcome in, Crudy.
Welcome. That was an interesting one.
Definitely. Do I dare say the closest round we've had yet in this match?
Yeah, in terms of tiles, definitely. I'm looking forward to Colorado. I feel like this is a very interesting map, especially with the 4 targets.
Absolutely, absolutely.
A couple of different Sioux starts, but I don't think we'll see anything other than Westbridge. Yeah, I feel like In4Fun didn't quite get up to speed as quickly as he maybe might have wanted to on New York. But Phanium is just flying at the moment. Like we saw in Mendoza, just absolutely flying through and getting tiles at the moment. It's kind of tough to play against someone when they're doing that well. So Phanium.
I mean,
Sorry.
I mean, at the same time, though, I do feel that In4Fun did put up a good fight at the end of the day.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, he had 7 tiles,
yeah.
so he wasn't far behind.
And I'm definitely hoping for an even closer fight here, of course. I apologize. This is an environment that I'm not really used to. It's been a while since I last was a co. I'm used to just talking my mouth out in panic while the stream literally dissolves right in front of me with mic issues and stream issues galore.
touch wood. I've not had any of the stream issues that some people have been having with the Twitch streams, so it's yeah. I've jinxed it now, but
well, I mean, you can always blame it on me because technically I'm the one who started this conversation. You can blame this jinx on me.
Yeah, I'm very interested because this is another one where, like, again, the targets, you almost kind of want to get the targets out of the way as quickly as you can so that they're not roaming the map.
That's definitely like a consistent strategy that we've seen with like bingo players across all of the maps, if I dare say so.
Yeah.
Just get get them out of the way. Just focus on the board.
And this is non-lockout again, so obviously 2 tiles. You're not racing to lock out tiles in this mode. You're just racing for your 2 lines. So there's less, I guess, kind of less urgency in some ways to immediately lock out tiles like there is in a lockout game.
Absolutely, and that's kind of the reason why because I do think I prefer non-lockout over lockout for that exact reason. Just like I can't handle that rush of lockout. I just can't.
So I envy the players that can just immediately see the tiles they want to go for. It's just I think I'm just too old. My brain's not quite with it enough to work that out that quickly.
Age, the classic, the classic scapegoat.
All right, board is here. So, anything? Okay, the top
Right.
the top line to me looks pretty good. Become a spec ops, collect the hacker's phone, water bottle technician, 3D mask. I mean, you've got the hacker's phone, the 3D mask are literally right next to each other.
Yeah, because you don't Maya doesn't have to drink that water
And
bottle,
no, but
right?
obviously becoming a malicious spec ops will also allow you to freely go in the barn to poison that her
Yeah,
water bottle
exactly.
as well. So it
Perfect.
kind of all leads into each other. So I mean, Ezra has poison. Oh no, he has nitroglycerin, doesn't he? Does he have poison on his body? I can never remember. There's poison. There is
Uh,
lethal poison on this map. I can never remember whether he has it or whether it's in his shed.
I definitely think that one of them's in the shed. I think, but I'm not. Don't quote me on that.
Phanium is 2 kills down already, 45 seconds in. Obviously using the free lethal poison.
Indeed.
Yeah, top line definitely to me is looking good.
Do I dare say that third line might also be a candidate, or is that?
Interpol badge. Axe in the greenhouse. Maybe fire the battering ram. You could get a double kill with the battering ram. I'd love to
Exactly.
see that.
I was also thinking of the battering ram.
Phanium rips to the picking up the phone there.
Oh, damn.
That
Damn
is
it.
illegal in any other disguise. I think it's legal in every disguise, actually, potentially. So In4Fun picked up the poison there, which Mando did just confirm is on his body. So he's picked up the lethal poison potentially for the Maya kill.
Right, thank you.
It's just
Mando.
another one that's kind of just you don't have to think about, do you? You can poison, walk away, and then you don't have to worry about trying to isolate her or worry about the timing for the hay bale and the possible
Yeah.
issues that come with that sometimes. Technically,
So,
no
right.
one's actually claimed a tile yet, but
I mean, like, In4Fun's got 2 targets down, 1 minute and 35 seconds into the map. Phanium here is restarted 35 seconds into the map and have got both targets down, like
yeah,
right now.
yeah, he is
So
flying.
he is very quick to catch up.
And I just saw In4Fun picked up a cowboy bust. There is two
Oh,
of
both
them.
of them.
Yep, there
Both
we
of them
go.
have picked up Cowboy Bust, and now both of them, or well, In4Fun has gotten the tile now for collect both Cowboy
Yeah,
Busts.
so we might see that row become a malicious soldier, collect the quad bike keys, 4 nitroglycerins. He did just pick up a nitroglycerin, so
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was 4 nitroglycerins on this map, so this is going to be a little lesson for me here. I knew of 3, did not know there was a 4th.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely the one in Ezra Berg's shed then. Yeah.
Yeah, there's one in the shed, and the third one escapes me right now, but In4Fun is going for the standard Maya and isn't going to bother with waiting for the poison.
Fair enough.
But I mean, that's probably just partly down to timing. He's got here at exactly the time she's standing there, so. Okay,
And then
3 of them grouped together. Chris saying there should be 5. Okay, so there's actually 5 nitroglycerins. Wow.
Oh, nice.
Comes back exactly to what I was saying previously. I know nothing about these maps. Not nearly as much as I thought I did about them. Before bingo, I thought I knew so much about these maps. But evidently not.
Good grief, is Phanium flying?
Yeah,
I know
he's
that
going
we
for the
keep
top.
saying that.
Yeah, top line looks to be. I think both of them are. Actually, In4Fun hasn't picked up the hacker's phone, so they've both gone for the middle tile, which is obviously a good one to get. You can get many lines from there, and he also has perfect timing here for Sean, so he's going to have. In4Fun's going to have all 4 targets down.
Oh, careful with the technicians. Okay,
Yeah, they are
thank
a
you.
little
Thank
bit
you.
risky, aren't they? Little bit risky.
Thank you,
with the
In for
falls there.
fun. Alright. In for fun, interact with 2 generators done.
Yeah, Phanium is becoming a spec op, so he's definitely going to go in and poison the water bottle, and we might see him. I'm interested in which other. There you go. Collect 4 nitroglycerins for In4Fun. I'm interested in which other line Phanium's going for here. Because I think the quad bike keys are right down in the shed at the bottom corner of the map, which isn't a massive detour.
Are you sure about that? Maybe. Okay. Yeah. Yes. No. You're right. My bad. I was mixing it up with something else.
Oh, there you go, Phania. Oh yeah, there's nitroglycerins there.
Yeah.
There we go.
Four nitroglycerins for everyone.
Okay, so it looks like they're both. Actually, no. So In4Fun looks to be going for the middle column.
Yeah.
Going literally straight down the middle of the board both ways.
And Phanium also, I would assume, going for the middle column and then the top row.
Phanium is just going to blow up propane. That's a little bit risky, I feel, but he's got away with it. Could have been some instant combat there if he was unlucky.
Oh, really? Oh, no.
Just in general, with things like that, when you're shooting out in the open on a map like this, I think you could potentially get some combat there, but In4Fun just, I think, mulling up his options.
Hmm.
And yes, Joker, I would absolutely love to see that. To see the reptiles exit with the 10 apricots.
Yeah,
let's do it.
That was the one that I mixed up with the quad bike keys.
Let's do it. I love seeing all this type of stuff.
Maya's water bottle has been poisoned by
Yep.
Phanium, so that's one line done.
In4Fun, I'm still not sure. I think he may have changed his mind.
Maybe. There is a possibility. But there is a spec ops there that you could... I mean, you could... Nah, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
I mean, excuse me. He did pick up the...
Bless you.
He did pick up the water bottle, but I feel he hasn't done the other bits that are in the house. He's going to have to go back to the house in order to get the phone and the 3D printed mask, but it looks like he might have changed his mind and that is now what he's going for.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Phanium just has the quad bike keys left, which are... maybe they're on this... Are they in this shed or are they on the person coming into the shed, potentially?
No, wait. Phanium has the quad bike keys, right? Or...
I'm not entirely sure. They might be on this soldier. I knew they were in this area.
Well,
It might be the case
on
that
my
this soldier,
on my screen, Phanium only has to become a militia soldier left to do.
Oh yes, sorry.
No worries,
Sorry,
no
I'm
worries.
looking at the wrong colour. I'm just...
No worries.
And he has an exit right here as well.
Yeah, no, that's 6 points to Phanium, isn't it?
And a rip from In4Fun confirms, yep, that will be 6 points to Phanium.
Dang.
And that will be the match and the competition for Phanium. It says first to 3 on the overlay, but it is first to 6.
Hot dang. Well,
Yeah,
well played.
Our Hitman Bingo 2 champion is Phanium. I'm just going to see if we can get him in for a post-match interview.
Should we welcome in Jokerj again?
If you guys want to have a quick chat, I will just message Phanium.
Welcome back, Jokerj.
Hello. Oh god, I should have got before I mute my mic.
Oh no, bless you.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, like Colorado from Phanium. I don't know what the in-game time was, but personally, he looked slow in my opinion. Honestly, he should have done that quicker. But I mean, that's just that's just something else. And I mean, look, it is another second place finish for In4Fun. It's another win for Phanium, and it's another third place finish for me. So I mean, look, I think Hitman Bingo 2 is ended how it is meant to placement. But here we are again.
Okay, we are going to get Phanium in a second. I'm just going to have to work out what exactly I need to do. Bear with me.
No worries.
Do just attempt to join General, we drag him in, grab him by the scruff of the neck and just dragon forcefully into the shout card channel. I think that's the best.
You're assuming here
Okay.
that I am not an old man who in fact knows how to use Discord, which is definitely not the case.
Look, it's just we're really excited about grabbing champions by their neck, okay?
Okay, are you gonna do it for me, Joker, or do I?
I don't have
You
pumps.
don't have the power. All right, bear with me.
I don't have the power. Joker for admin.
There
And
we
there,
go.
and there's the champion.
Hello.
There they are.
Congratulations.
I
Yeah,
cannot
good
hear
thing.
the champion.
He hasn't started speaking yet.
He is. I mean, look, when people say they're speechless after winning things, this is what.
Oh, I was pushed to talk on my phone. What the heck? What's up,
Oh,
guys?
no worries. Hello.
Welcome, congratulations. Another tournament under your belt.
Thank you.
How did that feel from your side? You seem to be flying on Mendoza and from then on.
Honestly, that Bangkok really got to me. Like, it gave me a sense of urgency because I was playing so bad on it. Like, In4Fun destroyed me on it, and rightfully so. I played like garbage on it, so respect to him. But that really gave me a sense of urgency, and I just carried it through the next 3 maps.
Yeah, so definitely the Mendoza. You were absolutely flying on Mendoza. We were struggling to keep up for a little bit, but yeah. Anyone got any questions you want to ask?
Yeah, I mean, as we'll say, of course, we have our instances where Tamara, she just straight up does not die. Honestly, what were you thinking when she was just standing there, not moving? Because of course you come across I mentioned it, like you can go back on the server, but even then you go back up to server and there is no prompt to serve. There's just nothing there. It's like, what was you thinking when Tamara? You were at the exit and Tamara was just there, standing, not moving.
Good grief.
Honestly, I wasn't too worried. I figured out the strat. So if you change back out of the waiter once you place the wine, she'll automatically die no matter what. So I wasn't really too worried. I was just more like, can you please die already? God. So
I'm just happy that I wasn't on the cast for Mendoza because I wouldn't have been able to handle all the salt for it.
What's been your favourite map to play?
I know it sounds lame because it's like my favorite roulette map, but like Dubai. Dubai is super fun. It's super diverse, and you can get the targets down instantly and then focus on tiles. So that's like the pure bingo of the game, which is really cool to see.
Heck yeah.
Do you tend to, when you go into a map, do you tend to go in thinking, I need to get the targets down straight away? Or is it a case of looking at the board and wondering whether you've got to try and grab some tiles before the targets? I guess it kind of depends a little bit on map, but...
I have set strats for all the maps, so it's really just depends. Like on Colorado, I get targets first, then go to tiles. Same with Dubai, stuff like that. But it just depends on the map, obviously. So,
If I may ask a question, this one you might have already answered, but between lockout and non-lockout, which do you prefer?
Joker's gonna hate me, but lockout by far. It gives you the most creative approach. You don't have to be limited by the bingo board. So,
I heavily disagree with that statement. It is the brain dead mode in my opinion. So I mean, it favours Phanium, of course it would. I mean, like it makes sense.
I'm with
Wow.
the lockout. I prefer
But
lockout.
no, I mean, look, we have
First the
we have
Mendoza salt and now this. Good grief.
I haven't been able to cope since losing. That's obviously amazing. After waking up at 6 a.m. and losing, that's insane.
Joker's
No.
just salty. I beat him in a loser bracket final, man. Come
It
on.
is, man. Like another third place finish. Oh fuck.
Don't
Who could
worry,
guess?
don't worry. I can play a Dartmoor match with you after this. Don't worry.
Oh no.
Of
you
course,
should,
another
like-
first place finish for Phanium. So yeah, you are racking up the tournaments at the moment. It's going very well for you.
Oh yeah. Well, honestly, like the Miami meltdown was like the most interesting one because I definitely thought I was gonna get eliminated like in the first 2 rounds, but you know, I'll take it. You know, I keep winning. You know, I gotta keep these America on top. You know, come on now, America #1.
Yeah, pull your socks up, Joker. We need a UK champion.
There's other people from England. You know, we have like Soviet Dubov and
Don't put me into this because I'm
Crudy.
terrible.
Crudy.
There's not a chance
we have
I'm
our-
winning
we
anything.
have
Let's
our
face
others.
it.
Yeah, I mean, it is really like Hungary and America, isn't it? That's like the 2 powerhouses, you know. But yeah, I mean, look, I've seen the Phaniums in roulette freestyle remix, wherever the right way round is. I see RFR. I can't actually work out in my head
Freestyle
what way
remix.
around
Yeah,
it goes.
freestyle remix.
Freestyle remix. You haven't signed up to a contract Wars 5 Phanium. I'm just
Just giving
looking through the
everyone a break.
signups. Oh. Can you just not make it for that one? Can you conveniently not make it for that one tournament? Is that why?
Yeah, you guys dodged a bullet. I'm not unavailable for that one. So.
We're freed. I mean, yeah, look, once again, congratulations on the win. And, I mean, look, hopefully there's more of this to come.
Thank you, son. I appreciate it. Yeah.
RR10 that coming up soon. Look, we need Fame to win, of course. Of course, we need more buff second places. We need more Joker third places. We need more Phanium wins. So I mean, look, hopefully they continue to go forward.
Okay. Any more questions, or should we wrap it up?
I'm out of questions.
Yeah.
I
Well, I'll just
don't
say
much more to say.
congratulations again. Getting another win. And yeah, I'll just run through. We do have 2 more tournaments incoming. Sign-ups are open now for Contract Wars 5 and for Roulette Freestyle Remix. If you played Roulette Freestyle before, this is a slight twist on it, that the players now kind of half curate the spin, or fully create the spin in some, depending on the map. It's going to be very interesting. Sign-ups are on the Providence Discord, so go and join and sign up, and yeah.
Woo!
There you go. I think we'll call it there. Thank you guys for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
No worries. Congratulations again, Phanium. Thank you to Chris for adminning as well, and for everyone who was admined and shoutcasted through the tournament. Just a big thank you to everyone. I will probably go set up a raid now. And yeah, we hope to see you all for Contract Wars.
Have it good.
Zebulus is on a 13-hour long stream.
Yeah, I think we'll go to Zebulus. Let's also go and say hi to Zeb, and yeah,
He is still going.
we will see you all next time. Sweet. We are done. How the hell has he been going for 12 hours?
I have no idea.
He's been playing Mumbai.